Hey everyone, John from Fedica. The question is, why do we have to gamble with our ad spend and waste money showing people ads who wouldn't buy anyways? Why can't we just choose the people who already want our offer and only show them? I'm not talking just a specific audience, I'm talking a super curated list of people you vetted and you know they probably want your offer already. This video shows you how by diving into the data, finding groups that match your ideal customers, using Fedica's analysis reports with unique demographics you can't get anywhere else. This is how to turn your X ads into your business's secret weapon. We'll start by analyzing a conversation to see who's talking, what keywords they use, and what are their demographics on X. We then export a group of them as a Fedica list to take a deeper dive into that subgroup. And after that, we sort our followers to match the same group and add them together to an X ads audience. And finally, we find superfans on that same topic by gathering a group of users who are each following 2 fan accounts on that subject and then add them to our audience group too. But don't worry, it's not super complicated, just something that is usually hard to do if you've never heard of Fedica. So you'll see 4 ways to build a custom audience in this video with a hashtag and keyword analysis report on a conversation by analyzing a list of people, filtering and sorting your own followers, and finally comparing followers of multiple accounts. Just so you know, there's more ways you can build an ads audience to analyze and target that's not covered in this video. Analyzing someone's followers, finding common followers and common people that 2 accounts are following, and searching all of X by bio keywords or words people post to find a list of prospects. Finally, sorting people who engaged with your content in Fedica's analytics. So now you know all the ways you can build a group of like-minded people in Fedica. So let's creatively build an ad audience using different tools in Fedica, beginning with a hashtag and keyword analysis to see the whole story behind a conversation. So there's so much you can do with the hashtag and keyword report, and I break that down looking at each metric in the link card above or in the video description below. Because in this video, we'll just focus on building our ad audience. Here's the example report of a TV show that just released a new episode, everybody's talking about it, and how you can use this conversation and the insights you get here to make informed and strategic decisions. So as you can see, here's where the conversation happened around the world. There's heat points where the most of people were chatting, and you can pull these people out of here and use the keywords that you get in this report to create a hyper-targeted ad campaign by resonating with the demographics of these people, using the words that they used so you can save on your ad spend. We can dive right into this interactive map, okay, and we can see the people who are having the conversation. Let's say Brazil. These guys love their anime, of course, and we can check out who they are. So just like this, you can pull these people into an X ads campaign by adding them to a list. We'll add it to a Fedica list because we're going to use it internally here. Just like this, we have a hyper-targeted group of people who we know had this conversation and are passionate about these things. If we create a list of these people, we can send an ad that is so targeted that will resonate so deeply with them. So that's the power of a hashtag and keyword analysis. I got a lot of information by looking at these 2 conversations just around a hashtag or a couple of keywords. Here's the list with anime fans from Brazil who specifically chat about this TV show. We can analyze the list further and you get even more metrics. Or you can analyze the influence. And what that means is you're going to analyze the people who they have reached to with their convo. And then you can see if you engage with these people, who else is going to see in their network. So there's the people that group is going to reach, and that's the influence that you can analyze. So for now, let's take a look at this list before we put it in a ad campaign. Of course, you have some of the metrics that you saw. Now it's pinpointing just these people from Brazil. So this is going to give you an even deeper view on just that group from the broader conversation that we were just analyzing. We have a fake follower quality audit. So you can tell, this is high quality people. So if you're talking about something that has a lot of bots or people who are inactive, who act like bots, you'll know right away. You should not, pay money to send an ad campaign to them because you're going to waste your money. So right now I know that these guys are high quality art enjoyers who love this specific topic, who are big fans of anime, and they speak Portuguese, okay? So your ad is going to be very hyper targeted to this. How old their accounts are. This is their real authentic account. They've been here for multiple years. That gives me even more confidence if I'm going to start an ad campaign with them. So how many posts, once again, follower activity, occupation, of course, art and culture, big chunk of that. So all of this data is ringing really true with my first assumptions. So now I know that my ad campaign is going to be pretty targeted, and I have a general idea of what I should say in it to resonate with these people. You have time zones on when they're most active, so you can target that too with content. And once again, you have all the people here. So we just analyzed that group of people from our previous analysis even further by analyzing that list here of anime fans from Brazil. So now let's take a look at that list. So all you have to do is select all the people and then bring it to a custom X ads audience. So what that does is when you go to X ads audiences section of Fedica, you have a list of people who are now ready to send to an X ads campaign. And the reason why we have this step here for audiences is you can keep building your audience with extra groups of people if you want to get real strategic. So what we're going to do, for example, is we're going to take these people from this conversation, and then we're going to take our audience and we're going to put them together for this ad campaign. So go to the sort followers section where you can segment your audience into different groups. So what we're going to do is apply filters to our own audience here. So these are our followers, people from a location in Brazil. Okay, and then these people are going to speak Portuguese. I'm going to add that language. Perfect. And then next, I'm going to find their demographics, occupation, so media and art and culture. I added both of them there. So now we have the same group of people who would probably be interested in this sort of offer that we have. So there we go, just like that, 278 accounts that are in our followers who are interested in the same stuff. They speak Portuguese and they're from Brazil. And now we can add that to a list. So back to the list section, you can see we have both groups of people. So once again, all you gotta do, select it all, send it to your custom X ads audience, and then let's go for an existing one, so anime fans of Brazil, and now we just added this group of people. So another way we can add a third group to our X ads audience is by comparing accounts. And what I'm going to do is gauge that whoever's following multiple accounts related to our group is going to be Marvel superfans. So we're going to do this by comparing who's following a couple accounts here. So let's go Marvel superfans in Brazil specifically. And the way we find these accounts is from the analyses that we were able to pull from this conversation. So if we go back to the conversation, we have X-Men update, which is a good account to use. So let's get that, people like X-Men, and that's the conversation we were analyzing. So let's add that account, boom, boom, boom. Now, when we analyzed the people from Brazil specifically, we found that there is a fan account here, Universo X-Men, and so we can take that account too and add it to this comparison. So now we have two accounts, around 100,000 followers. We're going to analyze and see who's following both. And whoever is following both, I'm going to say is probably an X-Men superfan in Brazil that we can add to our X ads campaign. So now we have our Marvel Brazil superfans. Let's take a look at that list. Here it is. So there's the people who follow X-Men update, and then we have Universo X-Men, which is specifically people from Brazil from that fan account. So if you look at the people in between, we have 2,000 followers who are following both. I would suggest these people from Brazil are super fans on this topic and are perfect to add for our Twitter ads campaign. So let's do that right now. We got the followers in common. Let's add that to a list, but we already have our audience built, so let's add it to the audience. And the existing one is anime fans from Brazil. Just like this, we have 3,000 accounts now that we can send this ad to with high confidence that whatever we're going to be giving to them as our offer, it's going to resonate very deeply with this hyper-targeted group of people. Let's send it to X ads. And just like that, the bigger the group, the longer it's going to take to send. So it is now on its way. So now we're in X ads and we're going to be looking for that audience we just created, and we're going to add it to one of our campaigns. If you don't see it anywhere here, all you have to do is create your new campaign, make sure it's advanced because that lets you make your own audience. And so we are going to be selling something to this very specific group of people. So let's go for website traffic, for example. And then from there, we can add all the details of our campaign. But if you go to the left here in ad group and you go to your ad group details, scroll down to audience, and from there you can add the audience that we just created and we built in Fedica from all the various tools. So it's going to take a little bit for that audience to upload. So let's go look at New York YouTubers that we had previously done a test on. So there we go. You're going to see your anime fans from Brazil here when it uploads, and all you have to do is wait for it to say ready for targeting, and that means that it has been sent successfully to XAds. This might be a lot to take in, but this is what we want to do, is empower you with data that you can't get anywhere else and give you the full control of what you should have when you're doing marketing with social media. And that's what we're all about at Fedica. Today we looked at how to create a hashtag and keyword analysis and find people from that conversation and do something actionable with it. You know, we told a story around the data from what we got there, and we looked into our own followers and we filtered them out to find the perfect people that would match that. We made an ad campaign that is very hyper targeted. We found superfans who are following accounts that give us more insight to that type of audience group. And this is the name of the game of marketing. I'm very confident this ad would do very well if you target them with the right messaging. We can pull those keywords from that conversation and resonate with them with the words that they're using the sentiment that they have. And all this is possible with Fedica. If you have any question, just let me know, and I'll be happy to help.